Memphis right now. But man, it's growing, and I promise y'all, these jobs are gonna open up everywhere. Jeanne knows, for example, she has been working all types of jobs, and it's been like in her field, you know. I really, that's like my biggest advice. I really want y'all to do it for me. Like I'll get on my knees and beg, like, can y'all please get jobs in the hospitality industry. It doesn't hurt to be a front desk agent. It doesn't hurt to make $9, $10 an hour. Trust me, I know. I was not getting paid as a dishwasher, but just get it, start that, take out time, and by the time y'all graduate, y'all degree is gonna speak for itself and that experience as well. I have a lot of friends that graduated with me that didn't have hotel experience, and they had their degree, but not a hotel. So, you know, you start in a hotel, you have to start at the bottom most times, you know what I mean? Like, you never worked at a hotel, and you got your degree, like, that's not gonna get you a managing job. So, I never knew, when I started at the Westin, I never said I was gonna be a manager someday. I never even said that. It just happened. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish with this though. I'm on camera.
I know you are.
I'm gonna finish with this. What I see myself doing in the next 5 to 10 years. So working as a manager, I feel like I'm 24. I'm at 25 now. My birthday was in January. I feel like 35 or something, man. It stresses me out. Like every time I come into work, I have guest complaints to respond to, which sucks. I'm always giving something away. It's just always something. Like I think I'm getting off at 7 o'clock today. And valet comes in, hey Vinny, we lost the keys to this guy's truck. So I don't get off at 7. I get off at 10. Stuff like that. So yeah, incident reports, all that stuff. Next 5 years, I want to be like a QA auditor. That's what I really want to do. I want to get up on brand standards and travel the world and like audit different hotels and stuff like that. That's what I really want to do. General manager, no, I don't want to do that. But I do want to do something with Marriott where I can just travel. Hopefully someday I have a resume that looks appeasing to them and I can apply for something like that. But man, that's my best advice for you guys though, is to get into the hospitality industry. I have business cards. I do hire people. Interviewing sucks too. Yeah. I'm not saying it sucks, but having to do that on top of your work and then on top of okay, look, I'm gonna say this.
But it's all worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it, y'all.
It's not a bad thing.
Money's worth it. But look, I lost my night auditors, right? I lost 2 night auditors. Overnight, 11 to 7, right? I don't have night auditors. Guess who has to work there? You. Yes. Guess who didn't get paid overtime? Yeah. So I have to work this stuff, and I have to hire new night auditors. I have to work from 11 to 7, have interviews at 9 to 2, and I have to come back to work at 11 at night. Yeah, it's just, oh man. But yeah, I don't even know what I was saying. But hey, before that, but if y'all have any questions, just ask me. I have business cards. So if y'all want jobs, email me. I promise you, Kemmons Wilson Schools students have a soft spot in my heart. I go out all the way for y'all. So if we have any position open, serving, bartending makes a lot of money downtown, by the way, at our hotel. Grizzly games. Oh, and I don't supposed to say this is confidential, but
being recorded, so don't say it.
NBA players are in our bars all the time. And you get to serve them and stuff like that. Celebrities, all that stuff. But yeah, that's it for me, y'all. I got business cards in my bag, in my purse, my man purse. That's it. I'm gonna let Jeanne Marie talk.
Over it.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm done.
Hey y'all, my name is Jeanne Marie Cummings, and I am a graduate of Kemmons Wilson School, obviously. I currently work for the school, and it's really, really exciting. I enjoy it a lot. But when I started at the Westin. I was there a little bit before Vinny, but I was still in school when I started. And that's probably my biggest advice for y'all, is just to get in while you're in school, because once I graduated, I didn't have to worry about like, oh, what am I gonna do? Because I had a job to help me figure that piece out. But I also, my journey is kind of interesting. So I needed an internship, and Peggy Callahan, I'm sure that some of y'all know her. If you don't, get to know her, she's great. But she helped me because she was like, listen, Mary Schmidt's at which is Memphis Convention and Visitors Bureau, but is now Memphis Tourism. She said Mary needs some help. She does membership and special events and stuff for the Convention and Visitors Bureau. It's a lot of words. But she said, call her, and that's your internship. And I was like, okay, sure. And so I called her on like a Friday at 3, and she was like, hey, can you come in on Monday at 8? And I was like, sure. And so Monday at 8, I was there, and then I interned for her for about 4 months. And in that time, I got a call from the Westin. I did not know that we had a Westin. I'm gonna be completely honest. Had no idea, right? It's super hidden. It's a cute little, quaint little place. 203 rooms. Why am I selling this? Okay. When they called me, they were like, "We heard a lot about you. We hear that you need to be on our team, and so do you want to come and join our team at the Westin?" And I was like, "Sure. Where is it? Like, what are you? What? Okay." So I went in and I started the front desk. Within 4 months, I was promoted to Westin Experience Specialist. So I was taking care of all of the elite guests, the NBA players, and then all of our platinum and gold and everybody, getting things ready for them, doing little special things for them because they are our loyal travelers and our loyal guests. And I really enjoyed that, but I kind of wanted something a little bit more. So within 6 months of being in that position, I was promoted to sales coordinator. And in that role, I helped our entire sales team, which at the time was 4 people. Is it still 4 people? Okay, cool. So I was helping all 4 sales managers and the DOS of the hotel. And then I had my own group, so I handled all international travel. And I did all of that, and it was a lot of fun. But
she's doing all the work, y'all. They were working you.
Oh, I didn't want to say that, but also, yes. But it was really fun, but I quickly learned that I really liked having more connection with guests and not so much through email, but person to person. So in that time, I was kind of like, let me figure out what I really want to do. I called Mary, my mentor for at Memphis Tourism, or the Convention and Visitors Bureau, and I said, hey, I'm just kind of figuring out what's next for me. I'm wondering if you have anything. We went out for coffee, and she was like, I don't really have anything. I know that Holiday Flowers needs like a delivery person, and I was like, ooh, I mean, I'm doing a little better than that right now, but like no shade, but okay. And then she called me the next day and was like, I actually need some help. I'm starting this new nonprofit. It's called Welcome to Memphis. And so I went and met with her about that, and I, at the same time, was talking to our old manager, Don, Michael Norwood, and he said that they wanted me to come in on be promoted again to guest services supervisor. So I was like, sure, to both things. Tell me why I did that. Couldn't tell you. But I did. So I was doing supervisor stuff half the time, and then I was at the Convention and Visitors Bureau and doing stuff with Mary the other times, and it was like, talk about a schedule. I would get off at like, because supervisors also, if the MOD isn't there, they are the MOD. So yeah, I was getting off at like 1, 2 in the morning, and then would have to be back at work the next morning.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad to be a supervisor or anything. I think it's the Westin. Because our hotel is just busy.
It's just, there's a lot happening all the time.
It's not,
Yeah.
I don't think if you working at the Courtyard Marriott or something that you
Like, I don't even work there anymore. I went there, I parked there for a Grizzlies game the other day, and they were like, Jeanne Marie, you're back. And I was like, hey y'all, what's up? And I only know like 3 people still, because everybody else was left. And so they were like, are you coming back? And I was like, oh, no, but do you need help? Like, I know some folks, whatever. And they were like, we need you back, because this place is a mess right now. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's fun. But here we are. Where was I? You interrupted me. No, I don't know.
You were pretty much.
Oh,
talk
I
about your
was doing
supervisor
both things. So
Yeah.
I was a supervisor and doing Welcome to Memphis. And then ultimately I was like, this is a lot. This is kind of crazy. I don't know if I can keep doing this. So I went in and talked to the Westin, and I was like, I don't really know what's going to go on at MT. Well, the convention, the CVB. So let me go ahead. I know I have something solid here. So I went in and was like, I will take the full-time position. Let's do it. The exact same day, I went to the CVB and told Mary, like, hey, they have asked if I would do a full-time position at the Westin. And I said yes. And then the lady who is over hiring at the CVB came in and she was like, we start renovation on your office in 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, you have another job, don't you? And I was like, well, I already told them that I would be the supervisor at the Westin. So yes, and she was like, you know what? And this was like, I don't even know how it happened, but it was such a blessing. Don't do that. He's recording me. Anyway, she told me to go and get that on my resume and everything, and then come back when I was ready, and I would be part of the CVB team. So I was at the Westin for another 4-ish months, I guess, as a supervisor, and then called the CVB and was like, all right, let's do it. And so then I was at Welcome to Memphis, and I was basically a customer service trainer for 2.5 years, and I loved it very, very much. I got to come and speak to y'all. I don't know if any of y'all have been in a Welcome to Memphis training. Y'all's faces don't look super familiar, but Jessica was. And then some past classes have been, and it's just really, really fun to go around, and I would go to hotels, restaurants,